In this video, we're going to show you the basic steps involved in editing your website content. If you've purchased your website from BannerView.com, chances are we've already added content to your site for you, but this video will show you how to make simple edits. This video does not cover the creation of new website pages, so if you're interested in learning more about that, view our help video titled Intro to BannerOS, Adding New Pages. So let's get started. We'll begin on the main BannerOS dashboard. Now let's say we'd like to make a few edits to our About Us page. From the main dashboard, we'll scroll down and click on Manage Pages. This brings up our listing of pages. You'll notice that the pages are listed according to URL. The URL is the location of the page on your website. Notice this first page in the listing is just a slash. This represents your home page. Since we want to edit the About page, we'll go ahead and click on the About link. This brings us to the About page on the front of the website. Since we're logged into BannerOS, we can see a toolbar at the top of the page, in addition to the BannerOS edit icons down in the content area. Now at this point, it might be useful to point out the differences between your website's template and your website's content. Your website's shell template contains all the elements that remain consistent from page to page. For example, your website's header image and your website's primary navigation are all contained on the shell template and are not editable here in the Pages section. The Pages section is all about the content, and these BannerOS edit icons indicate an editable content area. So we'll click on this icon to edit the content area. This brings up the Wysiwyg Editor. The Wysiwyg Editor has many similarities to word processing software such as Microsoft Word. It allows you to edit textual content and styling. Now, if you've used desktop software such as Microsoft Word, you're probably already familiar with many of the icons we see across the top of the Wysiwyg Editor. Please note that BannerOS includes two different Wysiwyg editors, so what you're seeing on screen in this video may be slightly different than what you see on your website, depending on which Wysiwyg is currently in use on your site. But don't worry, the icons are very similar in both editors, and the process to using both editors is very similar. So briefly looking at some of the icons, we can see that we have options to create bold text, italic text, and underline text. We also have formatting options for left aligned text, center aligned text, right aligned text, and fully justified text. We also have options for font family, font size, and font color. Now, it may be fun to play with a lot of these formatting options, but I encourage you to exercise restraint. Overuse of formatting can lead to pages that are difficult to read and can decrease the usability of your website. So let's edit some content. I don't like the first paragraph of this page. It's not really a paragraph, more like a sentence, so I want to bulk it up a bit. Now if you're editing on the fly, you can simply click anywhere inside the Wysiwyg window and begin typing. You can also highlight pieces of text to apply formatting, make edits, or delete. But I've taken a different approach. Like many people do, I've already typed up my new content inside a Word document, using software similar to Microsoft Word. So as you can see here, I have my Word document with the content that I want to use on my website. Now if you'll be copying and pasting content from Word documents onto your website, this next part is very important. Unfortunately, the code that lies behind word processing documents is not the same kind of code that makes up a web page, so copying content directly from Word into your website can cause compatibility issues. In some cases, it can cause the layout of your page to break, and the content will not appear. But the Wysiwyg Editor in BannerOS has some built-in protections against this. So first, I'll highlight the piece of text that I want to edit on my website. I only want to change the first paragraph, so I'm only going to highlight this first paragraph. And I'll copy the content using a keyboard shortcut. You can also copy the content using the word processing software's menu. I'll jump back over to the website and I'll highlight the piece of text that I want to paste over. Now since I'm copying directly from Word, I don't want to paste the content right into this window. Before we paste, I'm going to click on this icon with a W. This is the Paste from Word feature. When we click on the icon, it brings up this box. Now, anytime you're going to be copying and pasting from a Word document, I recommend that you use this Paste from Word feature. What it does is attempts to filter out any of the incompatible code to help avoid display issues. So we'll paste in our new content. As you can see, it appears in the window, and we'll click Insert. That paragraph has now been updated with the new content. Now, before we save our changes, I'd like to make one more adjustment. I'd like this first piece of text here to link back to the home page. So to create a hyperlink, we highlight the piece of text that we want to link, and we click the link icon. In the link options window here, the most important option is the link URL. This is the place that you want to link to. In this case, we want to link to our home page. So I can just enter a slash, or I can type in the full URL of the website. And we'll click Insert. The piece of text has now been linked. So we'll scroll down to the bottom of the page, click Save Changes, and we'll view the page. So as you can see, the page has now been updated with our new text, and this first word has successfully linked to our home page. So that's a quick introduction on how you can edit the content of your website. In the next video, we're going to introduce you to the media section, and we're going to show you how to add a photo to your web page. We'll see you next time, and thanks for watching this BannerOS help video.